He who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13 verse 9, day 132. Job chapters 37 and 38. Hearken unto this, O Job, stand still, and consider the wondrous works of God. Job 37 verse 14. Welcome to my daily bread. It's Monday, May 12th, and I'm so glad you're here. Today's reading brings us to a powerful turning point in the book of Job, when the thunder of God's voice breaks through the whirlwind of human reasoning. Let's reflect together. In Job 37, Elihu speaks one last time. His words are filled with awe as he describes the majesty of God in creation. He calls Job to stand still and consider, to stop striving for answers and simply behold the grandeur of the Almighty. Stand still and consider the wondrous works of God. This is not the language of explanation, it's the invitation to reverence. It's a reminder that before we ask why, we must ask who. Then in Job 38, God speaks. It's one of the most humbling and awe-inspiring moments in all of Scripture. Who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Job 38 verse 2. God doesn't answer Job's questions directly. Instead, he asks a series of questions, rhetorical, rich, overwhelming. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days? Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades? The point is clear. There is an order and glory to creation that goes beyond human grasp. God is not being cruel. He's calling Job to trust the Creator, even when creation feels chaotic. Let's reflect together. When was the last time you stood still, not to ask God for something, but to consider who He is? Take a few moments today to pause. Go outside if you can. Watch the sky. Listen to the wind. Feel the vastness of it all. That's what Elihu was asking Job to do, and it's what God asks of us too. Are you trying to make sense of suffering before you remember who God is? We often want an explanation before we trust. But God says, know me first. Job didn't get a tidy answer, but he got the presence of the Almighty, and that was more than enough. What does God's voice sound like in your life right now? Is He thundering through the storm or whispering in quiet places? Either way, His voice comes to awaken wonder, not just to resolve worry. Can you trust the God who made the foundations of the earth, even when you don't understand what He's doing in your story? That's the heart of this chapter. Not blind obedience, but reverent trust. As we close today's reflection, we are not called to figure it all out. We are called to worship the one who already has. So today, stand still, consider His works, and know that the God who commands the morning also watches over your midnight. Thank you for joining me today on Daily Bread Reflections. Tomorrow, we'll continue with Jeremiah chapters 32 through 36, where we'll see the enduring power of God's promises even in times of judgment. Until then, stay still, stay listening, and keep returning to the table. There's fresh bread waiting for you every day. If today's reflection blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us spread the word and reach more hearts with God's truth and grace. Tap the bell so you never miss a new devotional. Let's keep growing together. One day, one verse, one fresh word at a time. Thanks for being part of the My Daily Bread family, where the table is always set and the bread is always fresh.